Sitting by the fire, friends and family at our side. I can hear the sleigh bells ring, you know it's Christmas time. Merry carols sung with glee, presents wrapped under the tree. Santa's going by on a sleigh ride, like walking through a dream. It's just like magic. We are having so much fun with all our loved ones.
Good morning, or shall I say good afternoon, dreamer. Welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. I thought I would start it out with giving Lou her advent calendar treat. Some of you have probably been missing it because it's been at the end of the vlogs recently. I just got home from a morning out running errands and getting some brunch, and I'm gonna clean the house this afternoon, have a little cozy night in. Lou is so excited because she realizes that I have out her advent calendar. We're starting this one a little bit late, but she is super pumped, so we gotta get it to her before she goes completely nuts. I'm gonna sit and have a cup of coffee for the afternoon, and then we're going to get this cleaning and organizing video started. I have so much to do. We'll see how far we get today. Thanks for joining me. Let's give Lou her little treat. Are you excited? Are you excited? Look, it's 8. Okay, help me punch it in. Okay. What's in there? You gotta show the vlog. Oh, look at the little gingerbread. He's so cute. Hey, that's not very polite. Sit down. Okay. I'm just loving the little shoes. Highly recommend this one. She's been very excited. Oh, this one might not be as good. No, she's pretty excited about it.
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you so I'm letting go of everything.
So, I'm starting off with a load of laundry. This has been piling up in the bedroom for probably about a week, and I just haven't got around to it for some reason. I'm just dropping it all on the floor. So that's where we're going to start, and then we're going to put away all the clean laundry because I got a giant pile of that as well.
Hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times.
Alright, it's time to put away all of this laundry and then hopefully maybe make this bed a little bit like nicer.
By the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh.
Hopefully you guys have some cleaning to do with me. I can't believe how much laundry that I had. It just got kind of away from me. Lou came up and joined me, and it's nice to have a little cleaning buddy. Hopefully I'm keeping you company while you either do your laundry or clean your house too. I always try to give the house before Christmas a really deep clean so it smells really nice and it's all tidy for everyone that comes to visit. This year though, it just really has gotten away from me, for lack of a better word. I mean, we're renovating this place and we really would like to be out of this renovation and back to Orlando by early next year. I mean, after Christmas and after our New Year's trip that we always take would be amazing. We're definitely going to be leaving some things undone and only going to be renting one of the 2 bedrooms. We're just not able to get everything that I would like done to open up that second bedroom before we are leaving. And this is the prime time to be in Orlando. This is the time of year for why we moved there. It's really dreary and cold in Illinois, and the weather in Orlando right now is just stunning. And surprisingly, the crowds, aside from the holiday season, are actually lower in the winter than they are in the summer, even though it's so scorching hot in the summer that you really don't want to be down there. We like to be in Illinois in the summer and in Orlando in the winter, just like true snowbirds, aside from the holidays, of course. But it just didn't happen this year. We've spent the last 6 months here in Illinois and really have just let our house in Orlando sit empty. It definitely needs some maintenance down there, but I'm sure that'll be in next year's vlogs if I keep vlogging. I'm not sure how many of you have found me during Vlogmas, but when I first started this channel, I used to vlog more, and then I got into much more curated travel content, and I seriously don't know which way I want to go with this channel. It's so nice to vlog, and I feel like I have better conversations with you guys whenever I do just vlog, but nothing performs as well as like the curated travel content. Some of my Vegas videos have done like really well, but I don't feel like I'm really building like a community or like some like online friends, which is really why I started this channel to begin with. So I don't know if I really want to step back from the curated travel content, and maybe I could just take you guys with me on all of my trips in a much more casual way. I don't know which way I want to go. So I'd love to hear some like feedback as to kind of the other content that you like. What kind of stuff do you like to see from me in the next year? And maybe we can just kind of go from there for inspiration. Also, you might just notice that I brought in yet another basket of clean laundry. I have no words. It just was unbelievably piled up. I heard one of the girls that I listened to do a little bit of a story time about some like poor landlords, and gosh, I do know that there are a lot of poor landlords out there, but I would just like to send out hope for all the tenants out there. Is like there are good landlords out there. Whenever Brad and I started being landlords, it was really our goal to be the best landlords that we could. I've yet to this day, and I've been a landlord for 12 years. Yeah, about 12 years. Wow, time gets away from you. I've been a landlord for 12 years, and I've yet to raise the rent on my tenants. Most of my tenants go from my properties and they go on to buy houses of their own. It's just how I like to help people out. is, you come in, you pay your rent, and I'm not going to give you cost of living increases. I'm hoping that you're saving that difference and potentially saving for a place of your own. Which, let me tell you, in recent years, whenever there's been crazy insurance and property taxes increases, that has been rough. But we really try to treat our tenants fairly and how we would want to be treated. Now, I know that there's bad landlords out there. We actually ran across a really bad apartment complex in Orlando whenever we were renting back down there. They weren't treating the property for bugs essentially like properly, and they weren't disposing of trash the way they should, and the whole building had a crazy roach infestation. And we actually moved out early. We only made it like a couple months because they were just giving us the runaround and they weren't really like doing anything about it. That was actually like down by Disney. That wasn't in Orlando proper. That was in an apartment complex down in Kissimmee. It was really, really terrible. And so I understand why landlords get a bad name, but I just want to send out hope for all the tenants like listening that there are good landlords out there that will take care of you and their property and really have everyone's best interest in mind whenever they're renting. Believe me, I have been screwed over by tenants much more than I've heard landlords in this area screwing over their own tenants. It essentially goes both ways. So just because the landlords don't necessarily talk about it doesn't mean that tenants are not being very poor to their landlords as well. I am about done with laundry at this point, so I'm going to turn the camera off, and Brad and I are going to actually like hang some things on the walls and change out the bedspread and give you guys like a big reveal. All right, and this is the after. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Things are now hung on the walls. Need some lamps. We are going to get different end tables, but probably next year. And we have all the artwork, and I will refinish this too and redo the bed, but at least it's clean. So got our candle going here. I can't say I'm a huge fan of having this burn by itself. The one I have burning in the kitchen I like a lot better. This whole blue basket is going to donate here really soon. And I vacuumed and put a new comforter on the bed. Lou very much approves. I appreciate your help, little lady. Now let's go clean up the bathroom a little bit. One of the things I'm definitely looking forward to the most about getting out of this renovation is having a dishwasher back. I haven't been without a dishwasher since college. I did freshman, I did freshman, sophomore year without a dishwasher, and then I got a kind of a compact one for my counter that only kind of worked, but at least it was like something whenever I was a junior. And I think my senior year we actually bought our first house, and so I had a full-blown dishwasher then, and gosh, I've missed it. It's been such a pain doing dishes by hand. I know like dishes are a lot of people's like least favorite task, and they definitely are mine. Laundry I would do all day. I actually really like doing laundry, and I don't even mind putting away laundry, even though you never know that by how long it took me to put away this last like 5 loads of laundry. But it really doesn't like bother me much, but I definitely cannot wait to get my dishwasher back. Also, this thing is actually called a AeroPress. Don't know if you guys can like see that, but I love this thing, and it should have been in my gift guide yesterday. If you haven't watched that, please go watch it. It was quite the labor of love, and it was long. Hopefully you guys liked it. And it should have been in it because it's probably one of our favorite gadgets ever. It's kind of a traveling, camping espresso maker, and it works really well. We've had almost every kind of coffee contraption that you can buy, and it is the most reliable, easy to use, compact option out there. I really stand by it. I think anyone would like it. If you have a coffee fan in your life, then I suggest getting it for them. Even if they have like an espresso maker already, they can take this on the go with them. I really, really like it, and they're not very expensive. Maybe $25, if that.
There's nothing like a fire, like angels in the snow. I never will be tired of this adorable season. Got a real feel good flow.
Alright, just put in another load of laundry, and now going to clean off this countertop. This counter vanity was pretty affordable. I think it came from Home Depot, if I remember correctly. And it's nice except for one thing, and that one thing is the fact that this is marble, and it stains. It's sealed, but it stains like anyway. And for us putting it in during a renovation and trying to keep it clean has been a little bit of a nightmare. So I don't know if I would recommend it. It is definitely probably no good for a rental, and it's probably going to need to get replaced here at some point. If you're like a pretty gentle household with no kids, then I think that this would be great. If you have kids, or you're particularly messy, or do things with your counter that would stain, something that comes to mind would be like hair dye. If you like dye your hair in your bathroom around your sink, then you're probably going to stain this counter. So there's that. We were making kombucha in here, and there's like a ring somewhere in here, and it's never coming out. You can like buff marble to get it out, but let's be realistic, it's not going anywhere. So there's that. But other than that, I've been pretty happy with it. Obviously, I love the way it looks. I think it's gorgeous. And it does need like special cleaner, which is also why I wouldn't ever recommend it for an Airbnb or a long-term rental, because no renter's going to do that. So probably not the best choice, but also it's fine for now. Like I said, it was at a really good price point compared to a lot of vanities. I don't know why so many vanities now are like really expensive. I feel like they've kind of skyrocketed. But it does need like cleaned with like this like with like Stone Cleaner. I'm sure it doesn't have to be that brand, but I like that brand. I think it's pretty good. And so I don't know if there's like much more satisfying than like wiping off your counter. So satisfying. I am going to finish this and then clean the tub and toilet that's behind you. And then we're going to move on to the living room for tonight before it gets terribly late. I mean, it's already getting pretty late, so we kind of better get in there.
So Merry Christmas to you. Let's have a joyful night. We'll keep a candle burning to light the way for the reindeer.
Okay, so it's late and we're about to start the living room. So we're gonna redo it, and you should have probably a different layout tomorrow, hopefully, at least a slight different layout. I'll definitely show you the reveal in tomorrow's vlog, but I hope you enjoyed following along today while I cleaned the bedroom and the bathroom. Man, they needed it. Thanks for keeping me company while I got some chores done. Later this week, maybe even tomorrow, we're going to organize the closet that I showed earlier and maybe a few other bins and such. So I hope you stick around for that and subscribe if you haven't. I will be back shortly with another video. Until then, bye, dreamer.
Merry